I used to work at Deseret Digital Media, and I did their ad program. So if you need a job designing ads, it's only like $12 an hour, but it's a foot in the door.
For some reason, Matt Austin this morning emailed me. He's like, "Do you know if Casey's found a job yet?" I was like,
It's because she hadn't. It's because Mark was making a stink to him yesterday on the phone. Like, he's like, "I'm here in the youth office, and they don't have nearly enough people. I'm still way busy, and I'm all the way on the other side of the country." Well, he's like, he's just letting him have it. It's funny.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind that. Because I honestly, truly miss it.
Well, we could definitely use the people, but I don't know. Like,
right.
He just said, "Do you know if she's found a job?" I said, "Last I heard, she hadn't." And he just replied and said, "Okay, thanks." Like, you're welcome.
Alrighty. Thanks, bye. Well, bye, Felicia. Because I mean, I'm sure Marisa could use a hand.
Yeah.
For
Not
sure.
to mention some company.
Yeah.
Especially when Dallin leaves and goes back to the
Monday. Going back.
Oh, are you?
I haven't even asked them, but I just figured if I don't do it, I wouldn't. It's never gonna happen.
You're never
so I'm just
back
gonna
there.
do it, and then if they have problems, then I'll address it again.
Makes sense.
All right.
Okay.
Boom.
So Reese will be on just a little bit here. Really quick. This is my solution for combat.
Oh.
I made little quick cue cards for people that we may be encountering. Okay. So I'll have AC, hit points, and everything at the ready if I need to. So
Very nice.
And I've got them in their pages in the monster manual. So that should make it go a little bit faster. But let's start. I feel bad that I don't start the game as cool as Preston does. Preston's got his little speech at the beginning.
I totally stole it from Kubo.
Yeah,
and my people in the group finally watched the movie. And they're like, "I know where you got that from." It's like, got me.
So we'll start out just by saying that it's only a game you should really just relax. Okay? And then we'll go to the recap. So last time, the party was continuing their exploration and assault on Skyreach Castle. The party found themselves fighting a few cultists rather quickly. Ambushing is more likely word, and then slaughtering subsequently. And then they found themselves heading out into the courtyard while the Red Wizard Rathmodar was pulling the rest of the cultists out with him. And then a huge battle ensued that drew the attention of a vampire and her two lackeys. And there was a wall of fire. Thornock finally got Hazaran to run through the Red Wizard and killed him, which I believe, or you all believe, which if he calls himself Wrath, which... That's too many witches. We have too many witches tonight. Yes, it was Rathmodar, so that was the person that Thornock's love interest did say had captured her, had put her and stuck her in the roadhouse. So who knows what happened there? Because the party didn't even have a moment to collect themselves after fighting off the vampires with the daylight spell and the...
We bamfed out.
Yeah, the wizard and the bard teleported away to try and chase after the vampire because Akio recognized her. And the rest of the party found themselves surrounded by a dozen or so ogres that had all marched into the courtyard.
After you guys...
I know that.
Terrible time.
Now,
Yeah.
I seem to recall that there was a stray ranger amongst us. It was this... We know what happened to
That is a very good question, but we're not starting there tonight.
Okay.
Tonight we are beginning...
I'm going to give my chance to think about this.
Tonight we are beginning high above Skyreach Castle in a crumbling tower. There are 3 coffins set in this tower, filled with a little earth and dirt, and all of the lids have been removed. And there is it's a boom, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a thunderous 300-foot range.
Yeah.
And
There is
but
an
blast.
earth-shattering boom
We're in
as
the area when we do it.
Brahm and Akio appear, and all of the coffins in the dirt go scattering against the walls and everything.
Yes, now they can never rest.
And you guys maybe have about a couple minutes, maybe less, to determine what to do, as you know that the vampires were retreating this way. The two that were left.
Should I get in the coffin?
What do you want to do?
Brothers.
I think you turn the coffin.
Let's kill the 2 lackeys, but leave the girl. I have questions for her.
There's only 1 lackey.
Oh, let's kill. Oh yeah, because
Thornark.
They
Yeah,
were
the other one
like-
didn't get through.
Van
Yeah, they were
Helsing
doing their.
lackeys?
Yeah, they were doing their Van Helsing.
let's kill the other dude or girl. It could be a girl. I don't know.
Fair enough. What do we know about vampires? Can we roll for like history check?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a history check.
Is that like common knowledge in the?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's
Is it history or?
it's so common knowledge. It's,
I would say it's common.
Okay, that is 23. 23.
okay, 23.
No.
Okay, we got.
So you know that vampires, first of all, have a lot of stuff going for them, but they come with a lot of weaknesses.
Right.
They can climb, some can fly. Obviously, these ones can. There's been tales of vampires that can turn themselves into mist and disappear. You know that vampires will regenerate from any wound unless it's sunlight or if a stake is driven through their heart while they're resting.
What about silver?
Well, those are the bigger vampires.
So I think that's werewolf.
It doesn't.
Well,
Yeah, it doesn't
vampires
say anything about silver resistance.
Do they dissipate? I guess this is a question for him because he's the one that's supposed to know. I rolled a 9.
And you know
Do
that
they
they're.
dissipate as in when they get hurt, or can they
9 plus 4.
like if we punch through them?
No, like for instance, in some lore, when you kill a vampire,
they just
they'll dissipate and then they'll go back to
Back to
wherever to regenerate.
Well, their coffins are destroyed.
Or is it like Buffy where
So,
you
I don't know
stab
where
them?
they're
Speaking
gonna
of
go.
which, I've got my Sunnydale High
Nice.
shirt on.
Well, let's just do what we always do and not have a plan and see what happens.
Let's read it. All right, what's the plan? Because that was all in your head right now.
Oh. Okay. I tell them everything I know about vampires. You already took care of the coffins. That's cool.
Running water, by the way, is the other
They
weakness.
can't cross.
They don't like
Cannot-
water.
They can't cross running
They can't
water,
cross
and it
water.
hurts them.
Make a water circle.
Okay. Great.
It's moving.
I didn't know they
Like a
were
lazy river.
strong.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Welcome. So where we're at? Looking around the room, coffins. I know you said like dust and stuff everywhere. It is. What is there to hide? Like in the room, like
Now,
around?
nothing.
Nothing in the room.
No, you literally destroyed everything.
Destroyed it.
Okay, the rubble.
Yes.
There's some like timbers.
Can I cover myself with rubble? And
Yeah,
pretend to be in the rubble.
go ahead and roll me a stealth check. This
Okay.
will be your disguise check.
5 plus
It's like, man, you have
6.
deception.
That's
So 11.
So maybe you should pick
Add your
different,
proficiency bonus because this is technically a disguise that bards would probably be okay with. Like it's a bardic thing to disguise yourself and to turn
Well,
yourself
he's a
into
gnome.
props. I mean, every
You're a
bard
gnome,
has
too.
been a tree and a play at least
That's true.
once.
So that's plus 3. That's 14.
All right, remember that number as you cover yourself with timbers after hearing about everything, and then the.
Okay.
Yep.
So are you just gonna
Pretending
stand?
like he's, I'm just.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
act
try
like-
to make myself look cool.
And I'm
I'm
gonna use
Cool,
cast
relax.
message and say, I'm gonna cast message and say, act like you're the only one here.
And then rising up with the moonlight behind them is the 2 vampires. The vampire spawn sees you and hisses and goes to like lunge for you, but the other vampire gives it a quick glance and it stops. And she sets down and straightens out her robes. She is a tall, pale elf, red eyes, kind of sunken face, wearing. What would a vampire woman wear?
Probably something black.
Yeah, it would probably be black.
Black leather.
Whoa.
That's like the Legend of the Secret. You ever watch that?
That's more of like modern
Yeah,
vampire.
that's like Twilight.
So I would say
You know what?
Sparkly.
She's wearing.
Dress.
Yeah,
About
she's
dress,
wearing.
like-
No, she's actually wearing a white dress.
Ew, creepy.
Yeah, that's creepier. That is a lot creepier.
so that's more Van Helsing because they did wear white. Okay,
Yeah.
go on. Sorry.
So, and she lands down. And she looks at you, and then she flicks her eyes down, and you think for a moment that she's doing something that she's not supposed to, but she's looking at your ring. Is what you realize pretty quickly.
Okay. You looking at this? Huh?
You're still wearing it.
Yeah, it won't come off. Is that you doing that, or?
And she starts advancing towards you.
I stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Show no fear.
She gets within 5 feet of you, and she reaches out her hand as if to ask for something.
Okay. I put my hand out.
Okay. And she cups it gently. And I need you to roll me a, what is this?
Death saving throw.
A death saving
I lose my arm.
I knew it. He's gonna do it at disadvantage.
I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
She's trying to hypnotize you.
14.
Close your eyes.
So your mind becomes hazy, and you realize just how much, like how beautiful she is. You remember her, but not this beautiful.
How do
Brom, you should probably save him.
Seeing this, do I notice any change in him from like this?
Yeah, basically, like he just kind of like softens, like because you saw him like tentatively reach out his hand, like I don't really know about this, and as soon as like she grasped it, he just kind of like relaxes visibly.
Okay.
What did I tell you?
Okay.
Picking him to die.
I am going to
Throw a rock at her.
I'm going to
to
give it a second, but I'm going to basically hold my action, waiting for something. If she seems hostile in any way towards it, I'm going to come down on her, or up on her, I guess. Out of the rebel.
I think either is inappropriate.
Either way, I'm going to burst forward.
As a gnome, you can only go up on somebody.
And yeah, so I'm gonna be ready.
So she turns your hand over, and she sees the ring, and she just like slowly runs her finger along it, and it's purple, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Is it just a solid purple band, or?
It's silver with like a purple
gemstone. Mm-hmm. So as she runs over the gemstone, you can see that half of the purple turns to red, and it just kind of swirls around a little bit, but it's always just like half of the gem, and then it turns back. And she goes, "You're not ready yet."
It's turning you into a vampire. I'm sorry.
And then
ready for what?
Don't worry about it. What were you here for, Akio?
What are you here for?
Go ahead and roll me another wisdom saving throw at this point to resist her.
17. 16.
16?
Yep.
Okay, so no, you're compelled to tell the truth. What you're here for.
Oh, it's a long story. There's this town called Greenest. Oh, I have a bunch of friends that I met.
If you're delaying for your friend in the pile of wood, I'm afraid that I already know he's there.
I tense up.
I do have a friend in the pile of wood.
Yeah, the vampire spawn turns towards you and starts advancing that direction.
Hello. No need for this.
This is my friend, Brom.
For a long time, I am glad to meet your acquaintance.
I mean, what are you doing in my tower, and why did you destroy my coffins?
Well, that was
my fault.
That was his fault.
I apologize. I didn't know there was coffins up here. Quickest form of travel, really.
Yeah, side effects of the spell.
And what are you doing here?
So there's this town called Green. And
I mean, in my tower specifically.
Killing a cult. Or shutting them down or something. I was drunk for how long?
I think your drunkenness is helping you a little bit here. To clarify and compel you once again, the question that she is asking for the answer is, why are you seeking her out?
Oh, why am I seeking her specifically?
Yes. Why are you in her tower right now?
Oh, in this moment.
Why are you in my space?
Because this ring has been bugging me. I haven't seen you in like a year and a half, and a bunch of weird crap happened to me after you left. Yeah, I think that's about it.
So you're just...
And I want to like either kill you or save you or throw you off the edge. I'm not sure yet. One of those things.
Throw you off.
And she lets go of your hand, and suddenly your mind clears up, and she just lets out a small chuckle. And
Bro!
I'm going to start talking, and I'm going to use my words and lace them with counter charm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Using my smartness. And so anything within 30 feet of me, I have an advantage saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Okay.
And they have to be able to hear me against it. So I'm just going to start talking to her with that
Okay. And does that any creature include you?
Yes, that includes any creature any friendly creature within 30 feet of me.
So just me and Brian.
And this is about a 30-foot room. So she locks eyes with you and she goes, quiet. And I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw. With advantage.
15... 3.
We'll go with the 15.
Not very wise. That's plus 0. 15.
Oh,
You quiet up.
I really wish I was there. Can't help you.
And she turns towards you and she goes, you won't kill me.
Probably not.
So why don't you leave? The ring will fall off when it's ready. But I need you to take care of it.
Why?
Can I roll an insight check on her
Sure.
to see if there's...
I'm giving you disadvantage because you believe that she is the most gorgeous vampire you've ever seen.
That's an 8.
I mean, yeah, especially because she's like elf and vampire. That's like double whammy.
It's like a
Yeah. The only thing that could make her hotter would be if she was a succubus as well.
Tell me.
I told you a long time ago. Remember the bar, the drinking and stuff?
You were just drunk and rambling.
You need to work on your description skills.
Well,
What was your insight, by the way?
My insight check was an 8 plus a... investigation?
Insight.
Insight.
You don't
regular
believe...
history.
Huh?
For you, it's probably
three.
plus 0.
3.
Oh, it's a
8,
3.
9, 10, 11.
You believe that she's being sincere and gentle and polite, and she smells nice.
Very, very
For a
nice.
vampire?
Very nice.
Why were you trying to hurt us down there?
I've been doing some work for the cult, which obviously has not been
Or
going
like,
well.
did they force you? Because you seem different.
We have... Oh, you mean this?
Yeah.
This is thanks to you, Akio. Thanks to you in the ring.
I'm so confused.
It's sucking your blood. She's a vampire. I'm sorry. I'm just the audience member. Like, oh my gosh, behind
The suspense is killing me. Come on.
Akio, you shouldn't worry. Nothing bad will happen to you. The ring is just going to... It's going to enjoy you for a while, and then it's going to fall off.
Oh, that
I
sounds.
don't like that.
That sounds X-rated.
So,
Yes.
so I feel like I have to kill you because you're not being real helpful.
You don't want to kill me, Akio. Go ahead and roll me another saving throw.
16 again.
Nope. Yeah, you don't want to kill her.
Okay, I guess you're right.
Brom, yours fades, though. Like, your compulsion towards her fades.
Okay.
As she...
Am I familiar with this visual jutsu that she's using?
roll me a history check. Specifically about this.
2 plus 4.
Don't you have bardic knowledge?
That's a 6.
Everything you know about vampires is from the books that were Twilight, and so everything's wrong.
Okay, so it's her, the other two are in the room.
Nope, there's only one.
It's only her?
It's
her and one other.
Her and one.
Because we killed the other one.
There's one died.
Yeah,
and
Reese
the other
was
one
able to
doesn't
destroy it.
look pretty...
It is like hissing at you warily, but it's not like it's regenerating as we speak.
Okay.
So it's just out of reach, like this.
I'm gonna be like, well, to hell with it. I'm going to do a chaos bolt. I'm gonna throw it at the littler one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack.
Attack is an 11 plus
Keep
6.
in mind that
17.
you might have a vengeance wish
17 will
against you
hit.
right now.
Yes.
17 will hit.
Kill you.
It'll hit.
Okay, it hits. And so now I'm going to do a... There we go. 2d8.
Let me see here.
10.
You need a D8.
So I'll just roll it twice. That's an 8 and a 5. So the first one was the one that I will do for damage,
Okay.
which is thunder. And then, so that's 8, 9, 10, 13 plus 1d. 14, 15, 16 damage. Thunder damage.
Okay.
Thunder.
So it shrieks as your thunder blast hits it. It stumbles backwards, and Lilith looks at you and says, "Restrain your friend."
Do I have to?
Go ahead and roll me a check to see if you have to.
Oh, I have to.
So she's compelling you to move and go ahead and make a grapple contest against Brahm.
Please be so drunk that I fall over or something. 4. 12.
Plus.
Brahm like
I'm not very
slips
strong.
out underneath your arms.
Is it a strength?
12 plus 0.
Yeah.
5.
It's athletics, right? Or
It's
is
a
it
strength. Yeah.
Yeah, 12 plus 0 for me.
5.
So I'm just gonna kind of shrug him off, go under his robe, pop out the other side.
I just look at him like, this is your fault. The drinking stuff, it's all you.
He rolls her eyes, men.
He's like kind of just having this outer monologue with her, and he's like, all right, whatever. Like,
you know, the only reason I drink is because of you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna start counter charming again if I may.
Yeah.
Or not like combat rounds. And
Do I have to be truthful with everyone?
I'm gonna be start singing the Heroes of Greatness.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another saving throw, but this time with advantage.
Come on, you stupid dice! 3 or 4. So, no, I fail.
She's not that pretty. Come on.
She's my crux.
I will give you one final chance to leave here alive. I should clarify. I'll give you one final chance for him to leave here alive. You I need alive still.
I'm holding my dagger. Deciding.
And the vampire spawn is advancing towards you.
I can't say anything. Like, I'm like,
little-
they should probably go, man.
Both of you.
I don't know. Both of us. They should
Can I
probably go.
make one more thing check on her to see if it's like it's a feint kind of thing?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an
I
insight.
want to see if she's.
Oh, and have you found any more rings?
Yeah, this one that shows me where I've been.
Is that the only one?
Let me check my notes.
Yeah,
Oh, I have a ring of
puzzle
lock. I can lock stuff.
How far
Not sure
down
this
is the?
See?
Are we like we're like 96, 30 something feet?
I think it was 90 feet. So
Yeah, it was like 90 feet up.
Yeah. It's 50 or 90.
But there is a staircase.
There's a staircase, so we're not like thrown off the edge.
She reaches out her hand and she goes, "Give the other rings to me and then leave." And I'm gonna make you roll again for this.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I'm gonna keep counter charming,
Yeah, freaking
and I'm
hell.
going to again cast Chaos Bolt at the little guy.
Do I get advantage on this one? Because of the...
Yeah, you get advantage on this, and then go ahead and roll me your chaos bolt
And
attack.
I'm gonna be singing Heroes of Greatness louder and louder.
20... What is it? Wisdom, right? So 22.
22. That is enough. Yep.
So like,
And you start like reaching out your hand, and you hear the Heroes of Greenness in your head, and you pull
Snap out
the
of it.
rings away.
Order the rocket spear! And then I whip out my wand. And I wait for him to do his attack.
Yeah.
This one's fire. It's 5 plus 3. That's 8.
What was the total on the
Oh, I'm sorry.
attack?
I don't remember. I moved it. Let's see. That's 12 plus 6.
Yeah, it'll hit.
So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus this 8. 13 fire damage.
Okay, that's enough to take that spawn out. Especially because
Leave my friend alone.
yeah, so the fire hits the vampire and he just shrieks as his body is engulfed and then disappears, and she looks over and then she snarls at you and
Oh yeah, we got power.
she's going to advance on you, but you have the initiative now, so don't touch the spell.
Okay. What do I want to do? I don't remember what spells I have left because we got in a battle.
While you're looking that up,
Okay.
the rest of the party is being led along a corridor. Considering, like, are you guys going along with these ogres?
I don't think the 3 of us can fight. How many were there? 13.
There are 16 ogres you can count. They gathered up, like, maybe about 4 or 5 of them have gathered up the cultists and the wizard, and they've piled them into like a stack on their arms, and they're carrying them with you.
We were planning on going up there anyway later. I just wanted to search the rest of the rooms first.
Yeah. So they're going to take you. They're going to take you all the way to the back of the keep, up to, I believe it's the upper level. And the ranger is just silently along with you, by the way. Yep, it's the upper courtyard. So they actually take you up the stairs. Up in the distance, you can see a small, like, flash of light in a crumbling tower. And not quite sure what's going on up there. But they take you into this large room. You see there's 2 more ogre guards at the gate. of this tower, and as you're walking up, you can see kind of 3 more peering over the edge, readying a ballista in your direction as well. And they take
I can
you.
deflect. That would be fun. This big old bullet.
1,000 bombs.
And so they take you up the tower, and the first level is just kind of this servants' quarters area. There's like there's a place for some ogres that are doing some work and everything. And they take you up to the second level, and so this is windows, 30-foot high ceiling. Yeah, okay. So the second floor is where you are led into, and there's 4 ogres that they're not petting. They're combing the hair, the long silver white hair of this giant that's sitting there in the middle of the room. And he opens his eyes as you come in, and he goes, "You're the ones who've been causing trouble?"
Out of character for a moment.
Yes.
Did anybody write down the names of like all of those giants and stuff that we were interacting with? I really need to just like keep a notepad. I'm not good at taking notes in.
This
I'm not good
was.
either. I
Was
should
they
be
were
good.
the young first protected by dragons, Captain Blagothkus, the cloud giant. The ones we were talking
This
to.
is Lagothkus.
This is Blagothkus. Yes.
Lagothkus, that's right. And the ones that we were talking to were.
Glaze. No, that's not it. No, that's not the one. They were stone giants.
Yes.
I don't seem to have written their names down, or I might have written in the wrong place.
Okay.
Malgon Sorvik? No, that's not it.
It was. If I
That's a
remember.
cool figure. I just give a very deep bow and I say, "Hail, mighty Blagothkus. We've met the stone giants down below, and they were telling us of you. We were hoping to meet you and are honored to have the privilege to do so."
Hoping to meet me after killing my guests?
Yes. Well,
I'm gonna need you to roll me a diplomacy check. Your initial diplomacy.
You think us back and attack? That's what I think every time I diplomacy.
where's my notebook?
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
Is that? I don't. Why do I not have a
Oh, sorry, it's persuasion.
persuasion?
I'm still in 4th edition.
It's a mere 8.
Go on.
I say we were speaking with the stone giants
I'm
below,
sorry, I have no diplomacy.
and they were telling us of the troubles, the rift that has formed between some of the giant folk. That some want to support this cult of the dragon, and yet some are opposed. And we wanted to.
Sorry, I broke because I looked at your bunny ears.
What?
I'm sorry. I really wish my ogres hadn't dressed you up like that before they brought you up here.
I should get advantage on my persuasion.
Yes, I suppose you have heard about the rift between our people. But that doesn't explain why you're killing my guests.
I say, I am without guile. You know, we are hunting the cult of the dragon. We know that you believe that bringing Tiamat back could potentially unite the clans and give them a common enemy to fight. But we think that the world and giant folk in general will be worse off with the return of such a demon. And we want
And he
to
holds up
stop
a hand to stop you, and he turns to one of the ogres who's been kind of stacking the bodies next to him, and he goes, "Take those downstairs." And then he turns to the other one and he goes, "Is this all of them?" And the ogre shakes his head. He's like, "No, 2 more." And he turns back to you and he goes, "Where are your other companions?"
They vanished. They were chasing a vampire. As far as we could tell.
Stay here. And he gets up, and as he stands, his body is just shrouded in mist, and he just disappears.
Whoa.
Your yakety yaks.
Back to the vampire room.
Yeah. You hear this song in the distance as the camera comes in, and I'm pulling out my staff. I'm ready for battle.
I'm just dying.
What did you do?
I don't want to kill her, so I just cast magic myself.
Okay.
I don't know if any of your spells would kill her at this point. Outright, anyway, maybe after a while.
So it is it just auto hits. Alright, nothing she can do to hit.
Yeah. So what's the damage?
So 1d4 for each dart, plus 1. So 1, 5, 3, so 8 plus 3, so 11. That was weak. 11 damage.
So she's advancing on you, and you hit her with 3 missiles. And she will respond.
Oh, sweet.
And she's going to...
Suck your blood.
Before she can hit me, say, kill you? I don't want to kill you. You complete me.
And then she'll do a multi-attack.
She wasn't before, but now she
So the first is going to be a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So, and she's going to forego the damage in this and grapple you.
Okay.
And then she grabs you by the arms, and then she's going to try and bite you.
And I go, whoa. Are you trying to kiss me?
Would you like me to? She says,
I mean,
leaning in super close and then turning at the last moment to bite into your neck.
What's that?
And you're grappled, so she gets advantage on this.
Oh no.
Which is, yeah, that's going to hit. That's way better than the last one.
I worked out.
So that's going to do...
We're in combat now, right?
yeah.
I assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then, in addition...
When you turn you into a vampire.
Jeez.
Necrotic damage.
It's going to do 10 necrotic damage. What does that bring you down to?
25.
25? And then your hit point maximum is reduced by 10.
Oh, okay.
Until... oh, and you can see the wounds that you put on her fading as well as she does that. She regains some strength.
Dang vampires.
A good vintage.
And you know that if she drains you completely, because of your vampire knowledge, you know that if she drains you completely, you're gone. No saving throws. Out of character, no saving throws. And then you would be coming back as a vampire.
A vampire wizard.
Oh, man.
That's a perk.
What do you do?
I see this, and scrambling for whatever, I am going to walk up to her, and I'm going to grab her by the whatever I can reach, and I'm going to cast suggestion.
Okay.
And I'm going to suggest to her, and I say, "You are going to help us. You're going to be what is the suggestion? How many is it? It's a sentence or two. So we are your friends. You will help us in anything we need."
Okay. What's the saving
It is
throw?
a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Please be not wise.
Her mouth unlatches from Akio, and she steps back, and she just kind of...
And Brahm's doing this.
She just kind of looks to you, and then looks back to you.
Stay, Mora.
And she goes, "What do you need from me?"
Not that far.
I'm just trying to get you off him. Honestly, he really has a thing for you, and we need to speak with Blakothkus. Do you know where he is?
It's at this point that there is a mist that starts coalescing into the room, and in the kind of crumbled open portion of the tower, this large form of a cloud giant appears.
Do I see him?
Yes.
Do you want to see him?
Yeah.
I'm not like talking smack about him. He's standing behind.
Yeah, no, he's right behind. He's behind me, isn't he? and she waves her hand and goes, "There he is."
Well, hello.
And then she kind of shakes out of her funk because the suggestion is only one specific command, right?
It is the suggested course of action would be for the duration.
Mm-hmm.
If it can be completed in a short time, blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she kind of breaks out of her funk and she glares at you and she like advances towards you and Blagothis goes, "Enough!" And it kind of echoes throughout the tower and she takes a step back and you all kind of like take a step back as it rattles you. And Blagothis reaches down and he scoops Braum up in one hand and Akio up in the other and just kind of holds you in his grip.
How big are
Blagothis is, let's see, so a cloud giant.
I'm pretty sure they're the biggest.
They're the largest?
They're the largest giants.
No, they are not the largest giants. Storm giants. Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that was the storm giant. These are cloud giants?
I mean, if the models are to scale, he's like 50, 60 feet.
If he's a cloud giant, does his breath smell like summer rain?
25 or 30.
A cloud giant is 24 feet tall on average. They're the second tallest giants.
He's 3 times less.
Yeah, they're a couple feet short of storm giants. Yeah. So.
You must be the great Blagothis.
Silence!
Yes, sir.
And then he just like disappears. And as he disappears, he says to the vampire, "You are no longer welcome here. Leave." And she kind of like glares at Braum again. And then she looks over at you and she gives you a wink. And then she also kind of mists, but her mist turns into bats and she flies off as your vision fades. And then Blagothis appears back in the room and tosses your companions down to you.
Hey guys.
And then he sits back down and the ogres immediately start going back to combing his hair and everything. And he goes, "Is that all of you?"
Yes.
I think so.
The ranger's here with us?
Yes, the ranger is here with you.
Yeah.
Problem.
Yes, Reese?
I was saying, yeah, probably to that guy.
Yes, that's all.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, you're getting the feeling that taking down a cloud giant would probably be a really big feat. Like, amazing for you to do, by the way.
Sword is still talking to him.
Real tempted to.
Amazing feat if you get out from his tube.
Yeah.
So he sits back down and he goes, "Continue."
I turn to Braum and Akio and say, I was telling him that we were hoping to persuade him to stop trying to help the cult, but instead join us and in defeating them and find another way to unite the giants, short of bringing destruction down upon them and upon the rest of the world by bringing Tiamat back into the world. I say...
And he was doing a very poor job of it, too.
I say, I'm not the persuasive one.
Great book officers, if I may. Thank you. My traveling companions and I, we have met with your kind before, and it is our desire to both see Tiamat stay in her place in the Nine Hells, as well as to see the greatness and glory that was and is and ever will be the giants. And we wonder if we may beseech you in any way that we might be able to convince you or perhaps give you a greater hunt than Tiamat.
Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Thank you.
That's a 12 plus 10, 22.
You are small.
Indeed,
Smaller than most.
Very small.
Do you know what a giant strives for above all else?
Small?
I do not. Please help me in my
Ignorance?
Help me in my ignorance.
Metaphor about small things doing amazing things.
Strength.
We should use that.
Little one. Strength. And so far, and he waves at the corpses, he says, you have shown adequate strength. So you think that yours is the correct path?
As do many.
Never seen such a band of brazen adventurers before.
Say we've defeated Cyanrath. We've defeated Resmir. We've tracked.
He cocks his eyebrow at that and he says, you took down Resmir.
Indeed.
And he looks at the ogres and he goes, where is her body? And they, like, two of them rush out.
I say we've tracked the cult from Greenest through Baldur's Gate to Winter's Deep. Waterdeep, thank you. To Waterdeep. And here. And we will not rest until they're defeated.
Yeah, we really don't like them.
And he claps his hands, which is just kind of this big boom that kind of rocks everybody back a little bit. And he says, perhaps there is a way you can prove your worth to me. You, of course, know about the dragon.
Indeed.
In the basement, we've heard.
Trial by stone.
Glazehill is...
Do we get to find a dragon?
Well, I mean, if you just want to spoil my challenge in a way, I suppose.
So
Super pumped.
Puts his fist in his hand.
Glazehill. You're
Yes.
saying?
Glazehill the White. One of the stupider beasts, but still very intelligent. Defeat him, and I will help you.
Right.
We have chased off blue dragons. We have killed half dragons. He will be but dust beneath our feet.
I say if our choice is the dragon or you and your ogres, we choose the dragon.
A wise choice. And stop going around my tower looking for treasure. I know you adventuring types. This is my castle, and I will not tolerate thieves.
His treasure, really.
Maybe you should put
Can
back everything
we-
you stole. No.
If we can defeat the dragon, may we
What is our
participate in her hoard?
None of that treasure below is mine.
Is it
That is the cult's treasure.
Free reign.
To the victor go the spoils.
Okay.
We have an accord.
deal?
Yeah. Let's get started.
As soon as possible, hopefully.
Wait, I really need a rest for that, though, actually. I'm really
May we prepare for the fight? May we have a few hours to prepare?
8 of them.
I'm 4.
I'm all out of spells.
Well,
I'm a
apparently
zero, too.
I have not taken any.
If I take a rest, can I regain my lost 10 points?
Yeah, if you take a long rest.
Let's take a long rest, guys.
We will be at the spine of the world soon. Once we are beyond those mountains, I will consider your task a failure if it is not complete.
How long is soon?
6 hours.
Oh, but I'll die.
7.
The ogres will get you accommodations so that you can get as much rest as possible. And of course, he waves at the bodies and he goes, to the victor go the spoils.
Okay, so we get to search for bodies.
Are most gracious. Now I go pick some pockets.
Not here! And he like,
and
and the ogres like pick up the bodies and start leading you out.
You're like on top of one and they pick you up.
I'm just like check his pockets.
So the ogres lead you out, back down to the main courtyard, and back to the room that you originally arrived in, actually, the guest chambers there. And they get you inside, and they go, "We'll be out if you need anything," and then they just close the doors, and you can still hear them kind of mumbling to one another outside the doors.
Okay. So it's come to this.
I should note that they did not take the ranger with you.
Oh.
Yeah. The ranger stayed, like, Blakofka specifically set aside the ranger.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you tell us why?
Nope.
He's in trouble.
You're not part of
This one's for me.
Anyway.
Bam!
He got caught stealing.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, let's take a short rest, I guess.
So at this point, you obviously won't get to take a long rest.
Yeah.
But you will be able to recover half of your spells.
Okay.
Half of your spell slots.
Okay, that's
For those of you that have them. And you can take a short rest for your normal.
Recover hit points and such.
But I'm still gonna be 10 lower than
Yes.
Oh, son of a...
And then you can search
Is
the
that
bodies
half
as well.
rounded up or down?
You
Down.
can
Down.
thank your
Yep.
girlfriend for that.
We
That's
search
fine.
the bodies.
I already used my arcane recovery, so... See how this goes.
I should... Yeah, just half of each level of spell slot. So not like half of your first level only or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
just so like...
I just added them all together of the ones that I used and cut it in half, and so like 4. So I took a third and a first, if that makes sense.
So that's how arcane recovery works, right? Where you
Yeah.
add it and cut in half. This, what I want you to do is half of your first level expended spell slots are recovered, half of your second level, half of your third level, half of your fourth level.
So-
that way you're, you know, it's
And if I
not
only
a
have
complete
one fourth
detriment.
level,
Then
is that rounded
Yeah,
down?
you round up or round down?
The fourth level spell will say no, just because. Yep. If you have used that, then there's probably not a way you're going to do that without long
so
rest.
just FYI, I didn't use all my spell slots, so I just
Yeah.
did it accordingly. But
Yeah, just half of
just so
your
you're not
half of
like,
your
why
missing
did you use
ones.
too
For
much
anyone who
spells?
is needing of health, I will be also be doing a Song of Rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna come here.
So most of the cultists don't really have much on them. They were all the stuff is back in the barracks. You assume. What Brahm took his winnings back off of the one cultist, if you remember. You weren't there for that, but Brahm remembers. And as a player, you probably remember that. But there is several things of interest on the Red Wizard, specifically.
The Red Wizard.
So let me pull that back up here. Oh, right. Need to pull up Wrath and his stuff.
So if you're rolling your hit point dice, make sure and add a 1d8.
Okay.
So he's got several scrolls on him. He's got and as Akio is going through these and reading, and by the way, scrolls are another way for you to get spells without getting spells. Akio. Yeah. There is a scroll of Dimension Door, a scroll of Featherfall, and a scroll of Fireball.
Dimension Door, Featherfall, and Fireball.
Yep.
You guys, who wants to
Do you
write
have
that
Dimension
down?
Door on in your book?
He's been learning it.
Yeah, I don't. So I'll have a one-time use of it, I guess.
If I may.
You want it? I give it to him. Here you go.
Does it require? It requires arcane
Yeah, I think for
proficiency just to be able to use it.
yeah, but bards are arcane.
All right, I give it to you. Here's Dimension Door.
And then in
I already have
addition,
Fireball. Do you want Fireball?
Yes, please.
Okay.
in addition, there is actually I don't think Fireball is one that you can do. I think you maybe have to do Wizard specific, but I think bards can do Dimension Door.
Okay. Yes, I can.
Okay, I will keep Fireball then.
And then you pick up the staff, and the staff is ringing with magic as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a note.
Maybe
It
sell it or
rings with
something.
magic.
Oh yeah.
Dimension Door.
Fireball's gonna probably come in handy against a white dragon. Just keep that in mind. I think they're probably.
I know.
Yeah, everybody's worried about everything else right now.
I think they're.
The staff rings with magic.
As you pick it up,
Sorry, we were thinking about scrolls.
you're fine.
This was the Red Wizard.
Scrolls are more important.
Yeah, this is the Red Wizard staff.
Red Wizard staff.
I pick it up.
Yeah, it's definitely magical. You could already feel it tingling in your hands.
I say it is.
Don't discard anything. No, like just see if you can
sliding
figure it
fingers
out.
on it. Different fingers.
Ooh,
Can
the
you?
tingle.
It's not a ring,
Arcane-
it's a
do an
staff.
arcane
It's
check.
a staff.
Can I do an arcane check? Just see what's
Yeah, basically you can try to attune to the item.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll me an
I'm going
arcane.
to attune it.
Or if you have the identify spell as a ritual, you can do that instead.
14.
14.
That's pretty low.
You're not quite sure what it is.
Dang it, guys! It's a staff.
Nobody has the identify ritual.
What a waste of it.
An attune takes how long?
24 hours.
Attune is an hour.
An hour.
Yep.
Hey, I got an hour. I'm just gonna go to bed and I will sleep next to the staff.
For an hour. Okay. I guess we can allow that.
Can I do
I
that?
already have a staff, so.
So then you can spend an hour as part of this if you want to get attuned to it.
Yeah. What? So, should I add it to my stuff?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and let you know what it is as you attune to it. You kind of turn it over in your hands, and you feel the fire within. In fact, the wand at your hip grows colder at the nearness to the staff because they are opposing forces.
I'm gonna explode.
This is specifically a staff of fire.
Okay.
The staff has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action and expend one or more of its charges to cast one of the following spells using your spell save
Burning hands,
DC.
fireball, and wall of fire.
Yep.
I got it.
Nice.
And then it regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn, and if you expend the last charge, you roll a d20.
Oh, so that's how he was able to do the wall of fire.
Yep. So this particular staff only has 6 charges left.
Oh, okay. So
Yep.
I'll knock it down to 6.
And then the ring? Could be.
No, there was no ring.
Oh,
I'm
sorry. I was saying
ringing.
it rings.
It
with-
rings
I
with
got
magic.
That's what I was trying to get. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's his fault.
So at the end of about 4 hours or so, because he said 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of about 4 hours, one of the ogres bangs on the door and then pushes it open.
I could just take a long
What
rest.
time of day has it been? Has it been dawn?
It is getting to dawn now.
So if
Yep.
it's dawn, then it can regain 1d6
The
charges.
reason I asked
right?
that
Yes,
is
technically.
it's for my dagger venom, because at dawn it.
Same with my wand of winter. Yes. Guys, this is awesome.
Sweet. Okay.
All my stuff is recharging. This one's.
Life is fantastic.
I think I've prepared myself.
I got a lot of spells now that, like, I've got the extra stuff. I think we're gonna be okay.
Just don't die.
Don't use the frost on it. It'll probably like heal from
Whoa, yeah.
like any ice spells.
I'm gonna just put that in my back pocket.
Okay.
And leave it there.
All right, we knock on the door.
And they open it up for
Say,
you.
We're ready for a challenge.
And they nod and they lead you to the lower courtyard. And they take you to those back stairs, if you remember, in the lower courtyard. I don't know. Let me grab the map here.
All my fire spells.
So this is a map of the lower courtyard. This was Rezmir's room. This is the guest chamber that you guys were staying in.
Right.
And they lead you back here where you see a spiral staircase.
Stairs
leading
going down.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
And I believe that's where they go. Yeah.
Right. I just turn to everybody and I say, do you want me to scout ahead, or do we want to just go in weapons drawn?
Are the ogres still there with us?
Weapons
They
drawn.
left us at
What?
They are at the entrance,
I'd like to get
keeping a close eye.
like
on
a
you.
stealth round if we could, you know what I mean?
Oh,
I
I don't have my
noticed
4th
somebody.
level to do invisibility on you.
That would be cool.
Sure.
Dang it.
I say let's proceed with caution, and maybe when we sense we're getting close, let me see if I can scout it out a little bit.
So let's stealthily move
We'll
forward.
go down the stairs slowly and cautiously, and I'm
With
looking.
stealth.
I'm looking for traps. There's probably not gonna be traps. I'm looking for traps anyway.
As stealthy as a beacon.
Okay, so you guys head down the tunnel. The walls of blue ice are partially transparent, revealing various things embedded in the ice all around, including coins, helmets, livestock, a handful of kobolds, and the occasional ogre or two. Frost coats the tunnel floors and crunches underfoot as you guys move.
So as
Go ahead and roll me your perception or your investigate.
when
whichever
he
one.
described everything from that staircase down was free game.
Yeah. Basically, he said, the treasure in the lower levels is not
20.
mine.
Fair point.
20? You don't find any traps or anything.
Put that helmet on.
So the tunnel leads down. When you get down to the bottom of the stairs, it goes left and it goes right.
Your armor's frost armor, isn't it?
Do you go? Which way do you guys go? Left or right?
Left. I think. Yeah.
Pulling hand out. Thing.
So you start heading left.
The air smell foul.
It's all kind of icy down here. You know how ice has a certain smell, like
ice
like a snap freeze kind of smell.
Alright.
Deep freeze.
Go the stinky way.
So the tunnel seems to lead to a central core, a glittering cavern of ice with jagged walls and icicles the size of stalactites. This grand vault is split into 2 levels. An egg-shaped upper level with a sheer ledge overlooking a sunken level 30 feet below, which is where you guys come out, is in the lower level, where a massive pile of treasure rests beyond an icy glaze.
This is just in front of us.
Yes, basically this whole big pile of treasure. You see like everything that it looks like there have been crates dumped here, and then the crates have been gone. You can see like the remains of hay and everything.
This is the most treasure we've ever seen.
It is the most treasure. It is 10 kings' ransoms worth of treasure that you are looking at.
I'm like too excited.
We're gonna need another bag of holding.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on him.
Ari?
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna do your thing.
I was about to scream and go, oh yeah, but I go, once I see cast invisibility.
Okay.
Alright, I want to try and stealth in and maybe explore the area.
Look for the Arkenstone.
I just want to burgle something.
Okay. So go ahead and go in. Are you what are you doing specifically?
I'm just kind of searching around the area looking for perhaps a dragon, for example, and anything particularly valuable in this treasure hoard that might stand out as extra awesome.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All of a sudden, the dragon.
Sorry, what was that, Thornock?
Rushes you.
Can I stealth with him?
I'm invisible, so I have advantage. So maybe stay back.
He trudges through.
If you would like to try, you can. But again, Ari isn't he went invisible.
She.
I wouldn't know that she left, so.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check too, Thornock.
Okay. So stealth check is 22. Wait, I get advantage, right? Still 22.
Yeah, 22. You rolled the exact same thing?
No, I just rolled worse the second time. So
okay.
Still 22.
And Thornock, what was your stealth check?
For the first time.
Do it!
Campaign.
And then roll me a perception check.
He feels the pulse of the sword.
Perception. It's not good.
15.
15. Okay.
My perception was only an 8.
16. Sorry. 16.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see any sign of the dragon.
Okay.
And
is there a way up to the upper ledge?
It is like a sheer cliff.
Okay.
That goes, what was it? 30 feet up.
I'm a level 7 monk. I could scale vertical surfaces.
Yeah.
Am I still wearing those robes? I'm still wearing those cool robes, right?
You are, if you want to be. Yeah,
Yes,
technically it's up to you.
still be wearing them.
So Thornock goes creeping into the room. And Thornock, you get about halfway through the room when a form drops from the icicles above and spreads its wings and lands down right in front of you, and it's going to make an attack.
Don't just stay back.
Take an icicle through the heart and die.
Pull up the Final Fantasy getting into combat music.
Okay.
So the first of the attacks is actually going to be a roar that affects everybody within 120 feet. I need everybody to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. Thornock in the center here. Ari invisible over here. And then, yes, I know that's not a white dragon. I don't have a white dragon.
We could spray paint it.
This is... You guys are back. So, wisdom saving throws, go.
14.
14?
That's a 17.
17?
9.
9?
10.
Thornock.
16.
16. Anybody who got below a 14 is frightened. And basically that, can't take actions.
Unfortunately, I'm in stealth.
Yeah, you are
invisible.
You are, this dragon drops from the ceiling and lets out this roar, and you just kind of freeze up as you realize, I am just a city elf, and this is a dragon right in front of me. I don't know what's going on.
Any attacks they make are a disadvantage, right?
Let me just check here.
You can't move towards it. You can move away from it. As long as
can't go over it, can't go under it.
Right. As long as you're in eyesight.
So go through it.
Yeah. So
anytime you see it.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear, which is this dragon. And then,
for how long does it last?
It lasts for a minute, but you can make saves. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect on a successful save.
Okay.
And then once you save, you are immune to the frightful presence.
So you just gotta shake
if a creature's saving throw is successful or the effect ends for it, the creature is immune to the dragon's frightful presence for the next 24 hours. So none of you that have major saves have to make that saving throw again. But then...
I failed. It was below 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's going to come down and bite at Thornock. And it's going to roll...
I think that's probably what scares me. Seeing Thornock just get thrashed.
A 22 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm guessing hits.
And make a death saving throw.
We all have to make death saving throws.
So it's going to do 16 piercing damage and 8 cold damage. And then it also gets to make 2 claw attacks against you.
He's not raging yet.
No, he's not.
Not yet.
That's an 18 for the first claw attack, and then a natural 1 for the second. So he won't hit on that second one. And no, he does not have a spear.
He wasn't holding a spear. It's like...
So the one claw attack that does
maybe
hit...
there was like a spear that he just
Haven't you seen the Hobbit? He says specifically, my claws, spears.
Okay, so...
He breaks a nail.
Break his claw.
So the first claw attack does 11 slashing damage to you. And he comes down with the second claw, and you bring Hazaran finally to bear, and it slices off one of the talons.
Yeah.
And he rears back.
That counts. As it flies into the...
And then it rears back and lets out a mighty roar that sounds something like, roll initiative!
Ow.
What was that roll?
There we go.
But I didn't break.
Do you need like a different D20?
So
Anybody 20 or higher?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Let's see. Sorry. 22. 18 plus 4, 22, right?
yeah.
Okay. Anybody 15 or higher?
19.
Okay.
I was 21.
Oh, 21? Okay. And then, anybody 10 or higher?
13.
13. And Akio, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
Got the wrong.
Okay. Right. Okay, that's there. And as combat starts, the dragon roars and says, "You dare enter my domain? I will freeze you."
He's as cold as ice, willing to sacrifice our
Love.
Okay, and then it is your turn.
Yeah.
I should point out that this entire floor is icy, so you're going to need to roll checks in order to get across it.
What type of checks?
That would be, let me see. I think it's an acrobatics check.
Couldn't it have been athletics? Okay, so I'll go ahead and start making my...
I mean, if you just want to jump.
like a Hulk leap.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just gonna get him.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and make my way downtown, walking fast on the ice. I dropped it. Anyway, so should I make my check first?
Yeah, you need to make your check first, please.
Okay, 7
looking up ice
plus
as well.
4, 11. So I'm slipping.
Let's see.
Slipping in, sliding down towards that nasty dragon.
11 is good enough.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, perfect. All right.
It's a DC 10 for everybody to be aware. So,
Okay.
Yep. So you can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't quite move up to the dragon with your first move.
Okay.
But you can use your action as a move and get up to him if you want.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll do the action surge.
Okay, and then you can do action search to do your attacks.
All right, here we go.
Which is 3 attacks.
Yes.
How big are white dragons?
White dragons.
Or I should say this particular
This
white
drake.
dragon, I suppose.
Is he a drake?
No, it's a dragon.
Oh, he looks like a drake. Dragons should be bigger.
Yeah, dragons are. This is an adult dragon. I'm just looking to see if they have like a specific. I'll have to look that up. What was your first attack?
16.
16?
Probably won't hit.
No, that will not hit.
Okay.
Tough armor class.
14 plus 6, 20.
20 will hit.
Okay. That's sucky. 6 damage.
6 damage? Okay.
Yeah. Alright, and then I'll go ahead and roll my final attack. So 15 plus 6, 21.
That'll hit.
Okay. Or 7 damage. Let's try it.
So you slice into it a few times.
Yeah.
And, let's see. And the dragon is going to actually, so at the end of your turn, the dragon gets to use one of his legendary actions. And
You didn't say anything about legendary. Oh, crap.
You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you?
Sea creatures.
Each creature within 10 feet of the dragon must succeed a dexterity saving throw, please.
Am I within 10 feet?
Nope.
Far away.
You are far away. So it's just Thornock and Lunera.
17 plus 2, 19.
19, okay. So you are good. Thornock?
What was the thing I was supposed to roll
It's
for?
a dexterity saving throw. Dexterity.
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 Dexterous.
Dee you are stupid.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you are both good. You're not knocked prone and you don't take any damage.
Yay!
And then he actually, so he basically starts flapping his wings and it buffets you and you both have to like hold on and everything.
Do we slide back slightly?
Yeah, you definitely slide back. You have to like slam one of your maces into the ground and cracks it a little bit. And then he actually flies 40 feet into the air.
40 feet?
Yep. So he's up near the stalactites again, and he just starts kind of like he kind of does this like circling pass, and he's kind of going around this way and coming back around like
How high
this.
is the cavern again in this area?
It is 80 feet high.
80 feet high.
Yep. And then it is Thornock's turn.
Just fight us on the ground, you coward.
He's 40 feet up here.
Yeah, he's 40 feet in the air right now, and probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 40 feet away from you as well. Did they say around what size?
It just says adult dragons are considered
Huge.
right? Which I don't know what that means.
Huge means they occupy 3 squares, technically, so it's about 15 feet. Let me look up adult white dragon.
Yeah, huge is 15 by 15. According to standard stuff. So
That's probably in that like 15 to 20 feet
3 by 3.
range. Quite large.
Smaller than a cloud giant, but whiter.
Yeah. I was just trying to picture.
What would you like to do, Thornock?
I don't have anything that can reach it.
Okay.
Curse this bit.
I guess I have a javelin. I'm going to throw a javelin, 2 javelins at it, and I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Check, please.
Okay, so you go into a rage after feeling your bones creak and your flesh break under this dragon's claws and teeth, and then you can throw your javelin.
What was the dexterity check for?
The wing.
Oh, it was like.
It was like
First one's a 21.
a wing attack.
21?
22, sorry.
21 will hit. Or 22 will hit, yeah.
You're going to have to toss me. Somebody toss me up there so I can
12 damage.
fall.
12 damage, okay.
No one toss
Can
you.
an elf ride a magic missile?
No.
You can thunder
Strap on!
You can thunder step
Okay,
up there.
and then you do get a second attack, don't you?
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
I think that's its AC.
Missed, 18 hit. Narrowing the.
Did you hear 18 to hit?
Yes, I said that will hit, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
Go ahead and roll damage, please.
Big damage, big damage, big damage, no whammies.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
So a pair of javelins streak through the air as Thornock roars with passion. Hazaran, you feel Hazaran a little annoyed that you're not using him.
Throw me.
I can't throw in 40 feet.
The hilt hits him. Ow!
And then, so the dragon's turn. Okay, and then, well, so he doesn't take a legendary action on this turn. But on his turn, he's going to come in and he's basically going to do a passing attack and do his cold breath.
I think I got skipped. No, never mind. Reese was a 20.
No, it is Ari's turn. Sorry,
Okay.
It is your turn.
And all I can do is try and. break my fears.
Basically. Well, I mean, if you want, you can move away from him.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand there and be like, and then it's a 14. I got it that time.
You should like scale up the wall.
I rolled a 15.
Like, calm down.
I just want to make sure that frightened doesn't mean you get a disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Nope. Okay. So yeah. So you're temporarily paralyzed as you watch this happen, and then you kind of shake yourself out of it. So you're going to be immune going forward and on your next turn.
And still invisible.
Yep. And then the dragon is so he comes in and he's just going to pass overhead and he's going to do a frost breath in this direction, which is going to be.
Good thing I'm far away.
Is this an attack roll?
Yeah. No, it's a Constitution saving throw, and it's.
I was gonna cut it over with his attack.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yep. All 4 of you need to make a Constitution saving throw. Akio, Brahm. Yep. As this blast of ice just pours from his mouth.
So me too?
Yes. Lunera, Thornock, Constitution saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, guys.
Ice.
That's it.
8.
Where are my dice?
Can I get a different detail?
Yes, that's good. Okay, yeah.
This is a betrayal dice.
24.
I would choose.
Hey, we got the same, Florida.
Alright, I'll use that one. You like purple.
I'll warn you, that one just rolled me a 2.
Yeah, but now it's in.
But now it's purple in Akia's hands.
I don't want my dice. Okay.
I got purple.
Yellow.
Purple and squishy and whatever Dory
Arcane-y. So
I can feel the. Plus, they're giving me a headache.
Yeah.
I can feel it vibrating in my hands.
Okay, so anybody who rolled
I can feel the power.
below a 19 is going to take full damage.
Oh.
Below a 19.
Yes.
Can I cut
Anybody?
any words damage?
No, you can only cutting words attacks, I believe.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
Yeah, if you want to use your inspiration.
But you have to get a 19.
Well, I have a +3 to my constitution. It's not terrible.
Attack roll, ability check, or damage roll.
You do what you want.
Oh, does it say damage roll? Okay, yeah. So go ahead and use your cutting words.
Let me use cutting words, and I'm going to be like, "Wait, I'm with you."
Okay.
I'm confused.
Wait on your side.
That's a 1d8 -6 to damage, I guess. Whatever, and I don't know if it's damage or damage.
It's damage. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So anybody who rolled and failed takes 46 cold damage.
Oh yeah, I would die, so I gotta do it. I'm gonna do inspiration and roll that again.
Okay.
46.
Oh, I got 19 +3. Ooh, I take half.
So
I'm not gonna die today.
it's 23 cold damage for anybody who made their save.
And
Alright.
that's 46 -6.
It's 40. No, that's with the -6.
Oh,
Minus
gosh.
6. I'm unconscious.
Okay.
No.
What is
Wait, I'm with you.
That was full health. Full health.
Thornock, what did you roll?
So
24.
So you take 23 cold damage. Minus the cut in half. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. What's your total hit points, Brom?
45.
45. Okay, so
That's
not
zero.
like completely
No,
kills
that was
you outright.
45 to 0. No. Well, fun playing, guys.
Okay, so
there goes the healer.
Doesn't have to go double.
I took too much aggro. I'm sorry, guys.
Yikes.
I should have let the tank do it.
and he kind of does, and as he like breathes, he lands down and just kind of washes over all four of you, and you all have to like sit there and recover from it for a moment, and then that is his turn. So, Brom, make me a death saving throw.
Corey's been wanting to say that all night.
It's true.
He's like, payback, you mother effer.
Revenge will be mine.
19.
That's a save.
Save, but that doesn't mean I'm safe. We all know
Akio,
that.
you just saw your gnome friend drop as this wave of ice.
And I'm afraid. Still.
Holy crap.
So,
Wait.
can I even move to Brom? I failed
you
that.
can't move. You
Oh, you failed your okay. So you can move to Braum because it's not going to be towards him.
Do I have a healing potion? I don't know if I do on me.
Come on, you
Let
got
me
to.
look.
I don't even know if I do.
Inventory.
I don't want to do.
I search Brom for a healing potion. You can
Okay.
give him.
I need
It's
you
not
to
on
roll
him.
me just a investigate check or perception. And you're rolling it with disadvantage because you're frightened.
Oh,
Okay.
never mind. I don't.
Don't?
I did. We used it.
I don't
Oh, wait.
know.
1. A quantity 1. Potion of healing.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2.
So
Just 1.
investigation?
Yep.
Okay. So with disadvantage though?
Yes.
No.
17, 18.
Okay.
17 plus
die.
You
I know,
find
it's gonna be good for me.
you find
plus 4, so whatever that 20.
a potion of healing, and you can use
Dump it down his throat.
Okay.
And can I try and roll to break my?
Yeah, that'll be at the end of your
Okay.
turn. So Braum regain hit points for the healing potion.
And then I just sing, "You're welcome."
3,
Something, something, something.
6,
The rock.
8. So 8 hit points. And I.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll your saving throw.
And it's a
I steal a
constitution.
piece of your beef jerky.
Absolutely. Pass that around. Actually,
Is it Constitution save you said?
it is a wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yep.
Well, I got an 8. I'm still real scared.
Yep. You are still real scared.
Did you roll the wrong die?
No, I rolled the purple.
Why is it so cold?
Hey, it gave me like 2 really good rolls, so I'm not that mad.
Then it is top of the round, Lunera. It is your turn.
Man, like I'm feeling cold like right now. All right, let's see.
Probably missing
So he's-
hell about now.
He's close back to us then, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it appears.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to suck him in the jaw with my lightning and
Mace.
thunder. Ooh, that's a good one. So 17 plus 6, 23.
23 will hit.
Darn right, Will. Oh, 5 damage.
5 damage.
Crit.
A crit? Woo!
19, so...
Roll damage.
Right.
So roll the damage dice and then double it.
So 8 times 2, 16.
Wow. And then add your bonus.
3, 19.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay, and then final attack. That one's not gonna hit. I can already tell it's
okay.
plus 6.
Alrighty. So your first attack knocks the dragon's head down, and your second attack just like smacks him across one of his like nose horns and cracks it off. And then the third one you have to like step back as he snaps at you a little bit.
Yeah.
And then at the end of your turn he's taking a legendary action, and his tail comes around to try and slam into you.
Okay, and it's a which dex?
No, this is an attack.
Oh.
Yep, this is his tail attack.
Fail. 9.
It does not fail. No, it's a 26 to hit. And it's going to do 15 bludgeoning damage.
What? Is it minus 3?
Yes, yeah. Minus 3.
So 12.
Do you want to use any reactions?
I would love to use a reaction.
Okay.
My hellish rebuke. Alright, let's see. And I forget how to use it.
And it's fire damage.
I'm looking it up right now.
Do you know how to do
Says you point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dex saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, and I believe like 12 is your dex saving throw.
There's like a shuffle.
Wait, let's see.
Get to the actual song. And like.
Okay, so he made his saving throw. I can tell you right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he crit.
So it was the 2d10.
Yep, so you roll 2d10 and then you'll have him.
These are 2d10. Oh, okay, so there's a 10 and 11, or let's see. No. Oh yeah, so 10 plus 1, 11.
11?
And
cut in half, so 6.
6. And then, do I regain hit points?
No, you don't regain. That's your second one.
That's the second win. Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
That's your second one that you can do as a bonus action on your turn. Except for you, when you do that, you lose your third attack on your because of that takes your bonus action.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty. Next up is Thornock.
I want to go attacking with my sword.
Hazaron cries out with triumph as you come on down and roll your attack.
Uh, 25.
25 will hit. So elder dragons grow pretty big, but I believe that adult dragons are maybe about 30 feet, 35 feet long. Thereabouts, so.
That makes sense.
And that's like fully stretched out.
Because our
from tail to nose.
Yeah.
22.
22 damage?
Yeah.
And he can't regain hit points, if I remember correctly, right?
That is true.
Okay. And then make your next attack.
Uh, 18.
Oh.
18 will hit.
I didn't realize that I could have used this at, I guess I could use it at a second level.
No, that's only if you have spellcasting levels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just, because for you it's just a racial.
Okay, gotcha.
It's like Shadow Meld.
18.
18 damage?
Yeah, as a bonus action, can I use a healing potion?
I think it's actually an action to take out a healing potion and drink it. So, no.
He likes to tell us no a lot.
And then the dragon is actually going to make a tail attack against you as well.
Tail attack.
And he crits.
Oh.
Holy crap!
No more. Okay.
Is it the new round?
It is...
It's gonna be my turn next, I think.
It is technically a new round, yes.
Okay, it's a new round. I'm gonna use my cutting words gun as damage.
Okay.
And I'm like, you're not gonna get away that easily. Oh wait, no, it's a 1d8 now. 3.
Take the 6.
-3.
I think he's still dead.
Yeah. -3 damage.
So the total damage is 23 bludgeoning damage. Halved. So 11 bludgeoning damage.
Survive till I get to my turn.
Wait, -3. Or no, you already minus 3.
I already minus 3. Yep. So Thornock, 11 total after the halving.
That's a crit.
That was a crit.
Well, that was
23 after.
Don't sound unimpressed. Do it more.
Sorry, did you say you're knocked out?
No, I lucked out.
You lucked out.
out.
Well, it's your half damage that's lucking you out. Like, that was after the half damage, so don't cut in half again.
Cool.
He's okay. He's okay. We can pop him in there now.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, at least I was the first one to die. We're keeping it, consistent.
Ari,
okay.
you are currently between like 2 mounds of treasure. Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check. Not that we really need to, but
It's a 14.
yeah, you go like you leap over one of the piles and you go sliding down this pile of ice treasure.
Nice.
You're still invisible.
Yeah. So I want to.
Is this just regular invisibility, by the way?
This is regular invisibility as soon as you
Right.
attack it.
Okay.
Right. So could I
Which it would have dropped anyway.
could I like climb up its back and like hit it in the head? Basically, I want to like and just
Yeah. Basically, that'll be flavor. You'll just still be right there because like he'll buffet you off and you'll have to land back where you were and everything.
Put Ari on top of the guy.
Right, fine.
Okay.
Ari's riding a dragon.
First attack. Now, does this get advantage?
Yes, I think.
Yes, because you are invisible. This attack will get advantage.
Good. Worse.
Correction. Not.
Really?
Because
Oh.
I went unconscious. It's
Oh.
concentration.
So I broke.
Yeah, so you're not invisible.
So, but
Regardless,
He was so
the
yeah.
first one was higher anyway.
Even with advantage, I miss. So I got like a 14.
Yeah, that won't hit.
So first attack misses. Second attack
Oh.
is a 2.
Okay.
Well, 10.
All right, pick a different D20.
No, this is gonna work.
Here we go.
Are you spending a key point, or are you just doing your flurry of blows?
I'm gonna spend a key point.
Okay.
That one is a 19.
That'll hit.
Okay. 4. Jeez. 3 plus 5 is 8 damage.
Okay.
And I want to try and stun it. So I'm spending another key point.
And so what does it have to roll again?
Wisdom of 14.
It does not make it.
Stun!
So it comes up, you kind of punch it a few times in the wing, ineffectively, and it brings its head around to snap at you, and you just crack it right in the jaw.
How to Train Your Dragon, where you're like making the noise and stuff.
And he just kind of like stumbles a little bit to the right, and you kind of have to catch yourself, and then you make your final attack.
And the wushu finger will bell when he ding.
Oh, that was a 20 and it fell off. 23.
23 will hit.
For 7 damage.
7?
But it's stunned.
Beautiful.
Until the end of my next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. It is the dragon's turn.
But it's
He's
stunned.
stunned.
It is stunned. It will try and recharge its breath, though, because that just happens automatically.
It's so hopeful.
No, he does not recharge his breath.
Nice.
Get him!
Pile on! Brahm, it is your turn.
All right. I am going to, using the Staff of Healing, I'm going to be pulling out. What's at the top currently?
At the top is... It's probably the stag.
The stag?
Right now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to Artemis, Termina, Partagost, to Gillian. I'm going to say to Gillian, we need you. And I'm going to cast the Staff of Healing. I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. Also, I need you to roll me a
acrobatics check for the ice.
religion check.
Oh.
You're not moving, right? Okay. Go ahead and roll me a religion check.
That's a 19 plus.
Wow.
plus 4.
Okay. So you slam the staff into the ground. Tegillian comes out like this spiritual form of Tegillian, just like Patronus, yeah, and it just like soars through. I'm guessing you're healing these 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then.
So what's the healing
I
on
don't
it?
know if I can do myself too. There goes
It's mass healing words, right?
Mass Cure Wounds.
Mass Cure Wounds.
Which is. Why does it not show up? It used to show up, now it doesn't. Where I can click on it and look at it.
I thought you could do that to yourself too.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know it's there. It's Mass Cure Wounds. I'll just look it up. Mass Cure Wounds is not.
Yeah, so it's everybody within a 30-foot sphere, by the way.
Yes. Do I need to move closer?
The range is 60 feet, so you can technically go boop.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk forward.
You don't need to walk forward. You cast it in an area and it bursts.
I'm just gonna cast it.
And so it's 3d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, and you choose up to 6 creatures within the range. So you're technically a creature.
1, 7.
Give me some health. Come back.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is 14 plus 2, right?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So what was the total?
We get Emerson to come next time, and she can be our mathematician.
Yes.
What's 9 plus 5? 14. Good.
Now you gotta go back. Yes, plus 2. So that'll be the heal, and then.
So what was the total on the heal?
16.
16.
Right?
Yeah.
So everybody but Ari, because you're the only one who doesn't
haven't taken damage.
Regain 16 hit points. And then this light just bursts out, and you all feel the inspiring presence. Everybody gets advantage on your next check. From Tegillian.
I would like, and then can I use my movement to get away from clusters?
Yeah, roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
To prevent yourself from falling.
13 plus.
You're good. Yep. And you
So
can move 5
move towards me as far as I can, so we're not clustered.
right there.
Trying to surround him.
Okay. And then Akio.
Okay, so I'm still afraid of him, but I can still attack him, right?
Yeah, with a disadvantage.
All right.
Mm-hmm. But you have advantage if you want to use that.
Well, and
I kind of want to use advantage though to break my fear.
Okay.
So, and I can use that at the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with disadvantage and just hope for the best.
well, but some of your spells, like a fireball or something, right? Doesn't require.
Right, but then
Tackle.
that would mean the dragon would get advantage on that.
Actually, I don't think so. I think
stunned.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
it's
is
stunned.
stunned.
So that would
It fails dex. It fails dex saves, right?
Okay. Yeah, so then I'm going to cast
think so.
fireball at the 3rd level, and he's going to take 8d6 damage.
A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can only speak. Falteringly, they automatically fail strength and dex saving throw.
All right.
Okay.
Fireball 8d6 coming up.
Is this a fireball from your spell slot, or are you using charges?
I'm using a spell slot.
Okay.
All right. So we got 3, 7, math. 11, 13, 16, 18, 21, 22, last one, 26.
No, 27.
27?
Yeah, 27.
And you sculpt it around us.
Yeah.
This big ball of fire just goes up, and you can hear the dragon roaring in pain. I don't know why I just just don't have my calculator out. I've only got one opponent. I should just use the calculator for the health total. Okay. Good. Anything else?
Yeah, and then I want to try and break my fear.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your advantage.
Natural 20.
Okay. Don't even need the advantage.
Swing!
That uses you. I assumed you were declaring your advantage there, so yeah.
So it's gone.
Yep.
That's okay.
But the presence of Tegillian actually causes you to break free, and you kind of shake off everything, especially after seeing your fireball do such glorious work against this white dragon. And then it is the top of the round with Lunira.
Bum, bum, bum. All right.
Your attacks are with advantage.
Yes, I'm going to kick its butt. I'm going to beat in its face.
Okay.
I'm gonna punch its face.
In the face.
Okay, here we go.
You roll twice and use the higher result.
All right. Oh, okay. So second was natural 20.
Nice.
So let's go ahead and roll damage. Oh,
Doubled. Was that a 1?
there was. I know.
2
2
plus 3.
3. Yeah, 5.
So 5.
Okay. Do I have advantage on like
On all
all
of them,
3
yes.
attacks?
So it's not
perfect.
stunned anymore.
18 plus 6, 24. Okay.
Okay.
4 plus 3, 7 damage.
Better than your crit.
I know. Sad. 12 plus 6, 18.
That'll hit.
Or try again.
Oh, yeah, try again. Maybe
Oh,
try
right.
again.
Thank you. Yeah, no. Okay, here we go. 9 damage.
9 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Not bad.
Bam, bam, bam.
Maybe he's out of the triple digits now.
Let's hope.
Maybe.
And then it is. Do you want to do anything else?
Run away.
Move or anything?
Yeah, probably.
You didn't roll your sneak attack damage.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. I remember too, but I rolled a 1 for damage and then a 2 for my sneak attack.
Do you
I want to move towards the middle of its body, like
Okay.
basically.
Just,
But
just kind of
back.
move around here.
Yeah.
Go and roll me an
SDRA.
Yep, SDRA. Go ahead and move around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So our guild in World of Warcraft has a saying, and it's SDRA, which is standard dragon rules apply, which means you stand right here at the back legs before it can hit you with the tail sweep
attacks.
or the breath
Or the-
attack.
yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay, so that was a 21.
Okay, you're good. Yep. You dive under one of the wings that's kind of sitting there flapping.
And I slide gracefully.
And as you do, you kind of like hit 1, 2, 3 on the dragon's haunches.
His belly.
Yep.
Will it blend? Dragon fish.
Okay. Thornock.
Yeah, the theme song, because it's.
I'm going to attack it.
Okay, go ahead and roll your first attack
With advantage.
Song from-
with advantage.
My home. I miss my home.
Do you?
I don't know.
Well, no. I mean,
mean,
that's a good question. Like,
yeah.
do you miss hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I miss my friends. I had family.
All right.
It's a 19 plus 9.
That'll hit.
I
That's
was
too soft.
taken out of my world.
True.
I'm sure this dragon would be happy to send you back.
Yeah. I'd rather go back on my own terms.
Right.
Not damage.
Already starts her.
Damage. Thornock. Fall asleep.
I think he's calculating. Thornock, you got damage?
Is there a thorn up?
Yeah, there's a lot of math, guys.
Mathly things.
13 plus 8.
21.
21.
21.
Okay. Second attack, go. And then it is Ari up next.
21, 12 plus 9.
That'll hit. So I'm assuming that you're just going to make attacks against it too. So let's get your attack started too, just so we can move things along. Moving right along.
Moving right along.
Moving. Rolling for the D20.
And he is still stunned on your turn, or is it the start of the end of my turn? Until the end of your turn.
Great, cool.
23.
23 damage. Okay. Your blade slices deeper in as it basically cannot resist you. You're starting to cut through the scales on its neck.
Nice.
Can I also move back to where Lunera is?
You're moving next to Lunera?
I want to get
Go to the other
right
side.
under one of its rear legs so I can try to stab it in the butt.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check. So what's your first attack, right?
It was a 22
That'll hit.
for 11 damage.
11.
Second attack.
17.
Okay, you're good. Yep, you're able to move back to the other leg.
Second attack was a 25.
Yep.
For 7 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a key point. And next attack is a 25 again.
Okay, that'll hit.
Oh, and I'm doing a sneak attack damage for 13.
13.
And finally, 22
That'll hit.
for 6.
6 damage. Okay. So you're pummeling into it. Again, you're chipping off scales. You see them cracking beneath your magical fists and everything. And then is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. And then the dragon shakes off its stupor.
I should have tried to stun him again.
And it is its turn. So it is going to turn around and it goes, I'll send you all to the abyss.
Not Pennywise, no.
Nope, he doesn't recharge his breath.
You'll float too.
You'll float too.
So instead, he's going to make a bite attack against Ori.
Okay.
Which is a 14 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. And then he is going to rear up his tail and try and smack you off of his back. And that one's going to hit. That's a 29.
Punch.
Yep, so that's... only 9 bludgeoning damage, though. And then his final attack, after he, like, smacks you down onto the ground in front of him, he's just going to try and slam his claw down on you. And he got a 22 to hit for that one. Okay. And that is 12 slashing damage. And he lets out a triumphant roar as basically like he claws into you and gets that monkey off of his back. And then it is Rom.
Okay.
And Akio, you're on deck.
Alright. I am going to... I'm going to go and I'm going to take out my Dagger of Venom.
Mm-hmm.
And from where I'm at, I'm going to try and throw it and sink it.
Okay.
He needs to make, if it hits, 14 plus Dagger 6.
That'll hit.
Okay, so he needs to make a
Constitution
saving with a DC of 15.
Okay.
And that's 1d4 plus 3.
He makes his save.
Okay, that is a total of 4 damage.
4 damage.
So, I throw my dagger at him, and I use the poison, and it didn't work.
So the dagger kind of scrapes along his snout. You can see where it like leaked the venom and everything, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him. And then just skitters over this way.
Into a pile of treasure.
Okay.
Well, the ice covering the pile of treasure.
Okay.
It sticks into the ice.
I'm going to use my bonus action.
Okay.
Who looks the most haggard and afraid? AKA, can I tell if anyone's feared still?
No, nobody is actively afraid of the beast.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to give Thornock inspiration.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, pull him down, turn him around, jab, jab, jab. Pull him around, turn him around, jab, jab, jab.
Move him up, roll him out. All right, so remember you have bardic inspiration there, Thornock.
It's a 1d8.
1d8.
Yeah, 1d8.
And then it is Akio's turn. Lunera, you're on deck.
All right, I'm gonna do a fireball.
I'm on deck.
Use my last level 3 spell.
In the bullpen.
Okay.
And here we go, 8d6.
Let me roll the saving throw here.
14.
Dex.
He makes it. So it'll be half damage.
1, 4, 5. Dang it.
Come on.
9, 14, 17, 18, 22,
24.
4.
So 12?
Yeah. It's less impressive. And then I will move. Actually, yeah, I'm in a good spot.
Okay.
I'm going to stay where I'm at.
At the end of your turn, the dragon's going to use his legendary action, the wing attack again. So everybody within 10 feet, make me a dexterity saving throw. Not you, Akio.
Oh.
Not you and not Brahm. So Thornock, Lunera, and Ari needs a dex.
Was
16?
it Dex?
Yes.
Can I hold
18.
that roll?
18. And Thornock, what'd you get?
17.
17. Okay, so you're all taking damage this time.
Wait.
Yeah.
I didn't make it?
No. Nope.
What was the DC on it?
19?
Rough.
Yep.
In that case, I rolled a 19.
Oh, well, yeah.
Me too.
So, everybody takes 17 bludgeoning damage. Wait. Yes, 17 bludgeoning damage. And you are knocked prone. As he basically buffets you all with his wings as he takes off again. And he's going to move 40 feet, but he's going to turn his tail and run this way.
No. Coward!
And he's heading for the other side of the tunnel. And he looks very panicked at this point. Okay, and then it is Lunera, it's your turn.
What do I do to...
So, standing up takes half your movement.
Half movement?
Yep.
Okay, so
you now have 15 feet of
Okay.
movement, right?
yeah.
And I'll say he is on the ground still.
Okay.
Like he's
How far away is he?
he's about
15 feet?
5, 10. Yeah, actually, he's 15 feet away.
I
Hit him in the tail.
Yeah, I want to slam.
Okay, roll me an acrobatics check to not fall prone.
12.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. And then here we go with the attacks.
Again, it's 10 to walk on ice, so
12 plus 6, 18.
18 will hit.
Nice.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
Get him.
Okay. Ooh, that one is a miss. And then final attack. 14 plus 6, 20.
That'll hit.
5 plus 3, 8 damage.
Okay, so Lunera runs along the ice and she reaches out with one hand, dropping her mace, which is your missed attack.
Yeah.
And you grab onto his tail and pull yourself up onto him. And as he's running, you bring your other mace up and you just bring it down on his head, and you hear the final crack, and he collapses to the ground and starts sliding towards the other side of the tunnel, and he's just got so much momentum at this point, and you see that he is going right for basically this porch that leads to the open sky.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So go ahead and
So now
roll
I
me
need to
an
make
athletics
an
check to
athletics.
jump in time.
Okay. 9 plus 7, 16.
Okay, Lunera, you see this coming, and you quickly jump to the side, and you land hard on the ice. You roll a bit, so you're gonna take 5 damage from hitting the ice.
Ow!
And the dragon slides off the edge and just plummets down, probably to that same farm girl.
I'm so excited.
Well, we finally cleared up all the bodies, at least. Right on the farmhouse.
Nice.
You did it. You killed the dragon, guys. Dragon Slayers.
And almost died, several of us, in the process. That was awesome.
Okay. You are standing.
Roar.
You are standing in the middle of a giant treasure room that has no dragon protector in it anymore.
We need to melt the ice.
Melt the ice.
So we can
It is covered with melt. It is covered with ice.
Flame wall.
Somebody get some ice
Yeah,
melt.
I got a flame wall.
Okay.
Or burning hands, or
Yeah, whatever we need, I can burn it.
and a couple of fireballs going off too.
Thaumaturgy.
So I'll give you guys a choice here. Actually, this will be fun. You can either have what is in the what is listed as the treasure for the main vault, or we can roll a specific on the random loot table. You should press your luck there.
Could
You're gonna give us any hints? Can I pull the audience?
Can you pull the
How good is? Can I pull the dungeon master?
We can get deck of many things.
I want the deck of many things. It fits in my character so well. Like, is this your card? And then you just disappear. That was it.
Usually the loot's thematic in the book.
So yeah, so the loot in the book is probably thematic, but who knows what you could
I
get.
am good with
So it'll be gold. And
I'll tell you this: any magic items that you roll, if you roll on the random loot table, you get to pick.
Ooh. Tempting. I want like some boots of dexterity, but they don't exist.
Yeah, that'll be a custom item, like anything that's in the Dungeon Master Guide.
let's roll it. Let's press our luck.
Sure.
We're adventurers.
Okay.
Roll table. You cool with that, Thornak?
200 on black.
Sure, whatever,
I'm
man.
not usually a gambler.
Like a little.
Let me pull up the
Drum roll, please. Another bag of holding. Show me
Yes, now we can take all the
All of this
treasure.
gold with us.
I'll tell you right now, there's definitely more than 500 pounds of treasure here. In gold, copper, and
Let's get rid
silver.
of all of our copper.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
The copper.
exchange this and
And the silver. Just take the
The
gold.
dragon
platinum.
has a specific challenge rating, and that challenge rating is 13. So
There's
here's
also
the
a
treasure hoard.
vampire we kill.
So I need
One mini vampire.
who wants to roll it though?
Who's been having the best rolls? Reese.
I'll say no to Reese.
I don't know. We can use the
It's just random, right?
Yep, it's a D100 is what you're rolling for me.
Alright, I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, I could roll it.
100.
I'm feeling that. Yeah, I've got one here.
Alright, Colby's
From the
rolling.
treasure hold.
Okay, Reese, why don't you roll me 4d6 and Brahm roll me 5d6, and then you can roll the
100.
Yep,
That's a 76.
76.
The year I was born. It's a lucky number.
Nice.
Do I just add it all together?
Yep, just add it all together for me, and then times it by 1,000.
3, 6,
Casey,
12,
roll me 2d4, please.
20.
So my number came to 20,000.
Okay. What about the 5d6? Add or times it by 100.
20 times 100, that's 200. 2,000.
2,000.
We can do math.
And what was the 2d4?
Mrs. Great.
On the 2d4, I rolled a 3 and a 2, so 5.
5, okay. And then let me see here. So we get, you roll once on the magic item table F, and 1d4 times on table G. So, Akio, roll me a 1d4 really quick.
Oh, please be good.
2.
I guess the magic item table does have its own magic items, but let's see. Yeah. So sorry, I lied to you guys there because the magic items are random too. I thought it didn't give you a yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
So we'd be rolling anyway. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So someone needs to roll me a D100, please.
Again?
Yes.
Anybody else, or do you want me to do it again?
Anybody can roll.
100.
Okay.
Leave it to the gold dice.
Hopefully that's
That
good.
should be the loot dice for everyone.
Feels good.
Yeah, no kidding.
As long as 100's like.
And then let's get another D100 from somebody.
41.
41. G. And then Thornock, roll me 1 D100.
Bum, bum.
Oh yeah.
Wow, wow.
As we're like going through the loot.
Oh yeah.
61.
61.
Adventurous looting.
Rage loot! He said
And because I lied to you, I'm giving you one of the magic items on here.
maybe we can get
No,
him to land
which
it by a
one?
bank and we can make a deposit.
Yeah. Open an account for the broken spear.
Dump it at that big castle we left
Basically a gold
behind.
bank.
You
Yeah.
right back. There's more where this came from. We just
No, we can take it to that one castle. Drop it off there.
Okay, so
guard.
all in all, then we're converting everything to gold just for sake of easiness. There's silver and copper in here. There's 26,000 gold pieces.
Gold.
2,000 platinum pieces.
Nice.
You find 5 really precious gems, and of course, like a lot of these other things are gems as well. There's gems sorted through those gold pieces, but you find 5 that are like large rubies, onyxes,
Arkenstones.
you know, Arkenstone size.
5 Arkenstones.
You find, and I'm gonna say that you guys have enough time because obviously there's nothing threatening here.
Sure.
You find a pair of boots that, as you look at them, you see on the side they've been etched. They're leather boots, and they've been etched with the image of wings. And you determine rather quickly they're winged boots. Actually,
They let you fly?
I believe they do let you fly.
Boots of flying.
A flying
Winged boots is what they're called.
Oh, winged boots.
Yeah, let me look them up specifically. Winged boots. While you're wearing these boots, you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed. You can use the boots to fly up to 4 hours all at once or in several shorter flights, each using a minimum of 1 minute for the duration. If you are flying when the duration expires, you descend at a rate of 30 feet per second. And then every 12 hours they aren't in use, they regain 2 hours of flying. Yeah, which is insane, and that's for rolling 100, by the way. That's your 100. You also find a set of elven chainmail, which I believe is just +1, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably not. Anybody?
I can't use it. I can't use anything about leather.
Elven chain +1. You can considered. Oh, you gain a +1 bonus to AC while you wear this armor. You are considered proficient with this armor, even if you lack proficiency with medium armor.
So
Which means-
I might need to wear it, or you need to wear it.
Either one of you can.
Either one.
You die more. I think you should
Yeah,
wear it.
Brom's got a death wish.
There is also
Do I take it? It doesn't take disadvantage.
no.
So
It makes you
like,
proficient.
It's just you're proficient with
It's
it.
mithril.
I could not die.
Actually, there is a mithril armor, so that's different.
dang
But
it.
yes,
It,
it's close to it's elven chain, which is
elven chain.
yeah, not nearly as good as
It's
mithril, but it'll do.
Mithril's cousin, Miranda.
There is you also find a kind of this cool blue cloak that seems to have maintained its shape. This is a mantle of spell resistance. You have advantage on saving throws against spells while you wear this cloak if you're attuned to it.
Go for it, Akio.
And then there is a pair of bracers that you quickly identify as bracers of defense.
Ooh, is that just a +1 to AC?
That's, I believe, the bracers of defense give you something like that.
I like those.
Whatever, you're invincible.
With your death.
I have an AC of half damage on all damage and have more hit points than anybody in the room.
That's fair.
Plus, you have a murder sword.
Yeah.
Bracers of defense. While wearing these, you gain a +2 bonus to AC if you are wearing no armor and using no shield.
Oh, thank you very much. No armor.
That works for either you or Thornock.
Oh, Thornock isn't wearing any like leather or anything.
No, right? You're not wearing any.
He's just got a loincloth.
Unarmored defense.
Yeah, he's pretty much wearing a loincloth. All barbarians are.
Sexy.
Yeah, and you also find a +1 mace as well.
Oh,
no.
Morningstar or Warhammer, whatever your weapon is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever I've got.
Yeah.
So now it's
I put down a +1 weapon, but I figured
Okay.
out of all of you, you're the only one who doesn't have like a magic weapon at this point, except for Brom's got his dagger.
Dang. Okay, so like how much of this money can we actually take is I think the question.
Thornock, how many pounds are you at in your bag of holding?
And how much of it is like copper? You know what I mean? Like
We could probably
let's
get
dump
rid
it
of
out and
that.
take the platinum.
We are total at 182.
Okay, so every 50 coins
We have a
is...
chainmail shirt, a bunch of pelts, 40 pounds of tapestry.
Oh yeah, the tapestry.
That thing's worth a lot of money. Might not be worth as much money as the platinum
Yeah,
that
we
we
should
could
probably
exchange
drop
it
off
for.
that tapestry.
Telling you.
Let's just dump everything out and fill it with gold. And the 5 rare gems.
Well,
The
we've
Arcane
got
Stone, the
12 bottles of
Philosopher's
wine.
Stone.
I feel like it is something
Space
that you
Stone.
want.
The
bottles of wine. There's 12 bottles of wine.
Nah, you can toss it the gold. I can buy as much wine as I want with this gold.
So
What's that?
basically every
Double
50
diamond?
coins is going to be a pound. So,
The Pink Panther.
Like
Diamond.
I'm showing that I've got 214 copper on me and 175 silver. Like empty my pockets.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fill it with the
Whatever
good stuff.
doesn't fit, we can fill our pockets with as much as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
I'm gonna be
overdoing
like, well,
So it's about, for the gold alone, it's about 520 pounds.
520 pounds for the
So we
gold.
can almost take gold.
Well, I think
So
we could.
rich.
Okay.
That'll be like
And the box,
One
the
resurrection
actual box
gone.
can hold 500.
Yeah.
first person we have to resurrect. Gold's gone.
So
It's like 100.
Actually, Raised Dead is only 500. Gold.
It's only 500.
True Resurrection is costing more because
Okay.
you don't have the
You don't have
body.
the body.
Yeah, but if you have the body, Raised Dead is only like 500.
Okay,
So
so
why
not bad.
can't we have a mobile bank with us? A traveling bank.
yeah. So all right. I mean,
We need to take for sure the platinum.
so
'Cause that's a lot.
let's dump
What do you guys want me to
everything.
get rid of?
Let's dump everything.
Besides gold?
Yeah, I mean, like get rid of the pelts and the tapestry, right? And the well, I don't know.
I think
That tapestry. How much did the tapestry weigh? 40 pounds.
40
That's,
pounds.
that's 50 coin. 50 times 40.
To
That's
the red bag.
2,000 gold.
It's at this point you guys are discussing things that a misty form starts forming in the room because we probably should do this before we get too much into treasure. And it forms up into the large figure of Blakothkus, and he looks around and he goes, "I don't see any dead dragon."
Say,
Could you catch him? He kind of fell off the edge. I can't fly.
The dragon fell.
We killed it. It slid and is down there somewhere. I think it might have hit
a
a
farmhouse.
farmhouse possibly. Do you mind catching it so no one gets hurt?
It's probably hit the ground. At
Yeah.
this point.
Well done, champions.
Champions.
We are champions.
You truly are the heroes that I've been hearing about in songs.
You've heard my song.
The heroes of Greenest? Yes, it has reached my ears. My ogres don't do it justice, though. Perhaps a better rendition Later, not now.
Fair point. Don't make the rope.
Pulls his lid up.
Halfway out.
Okay. You buttered me up.
Very well. You have earned my favor, and I will follow your lead for the time being. Skyreach Castle is at your disposal.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you have a storage unit for us?
And he looks around and he just waves at the vault. And he's like, this is a vault for a reason.
Guys, we could keep this here.
Excellent.
And
Well,
Yeah,
we could,
but
let's maybe find
what
a
if the
bank
castle
deposit.
crashes?
do you have a bank?
Could we perchance go back to Parnast? Was that the name of the town?
Parnagast?
Parnagast? Was that the name of the town that?
Parnas was the town. Yeah, the
Parnagast
closest
is
town.
Ravens.
The
And
raven.
you want to go back to that small village?
Or perhaps to Waterdeep, or
We need to go
a
find
larger
Mark's girlfriend.
city.
A city. Yes, a large city.
The Roadhouse, Carnath Roadhouse.
Waterdeep. We needed to go and tell the what didn't we need to tell him? What happened? The guard, Captain of the Guard, the Lord's Alliance, or not Lord's Alliance.
Oh, the Paladin.
Antarfroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Order of the Gauntlet.
Anthar.
And they were in Baldur's Gate though.
No, they were technically east of Baldur's Gate in way back in episode 1.
And there was a black dragon that was like.
We saw in the thing.
They got you guys now have the taste of dragon.
That's right. I actually asked
Here
him.
we go. Turiel.
I say when we were in a castle not long ago, near a bog. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's one of Resmir's strongholds.
Mm.
There was a magical device that we could look through and see deep into the swamp. And we had a vision of a black dragon there. I don't suppose you would know anything about it.
Let me roll a history check.
It's like an Oculus.
You mean about the dragon particularly, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's rip arrow.
You mean Varanghamanthar.
We never caught its name. It thought we were Resmir. And
yeah, I have heard of the dragon of the Mire of the Dead Men.
Perhaps we should look there for our next conquest.
Sure, but first, city.
Yes,
Bank.
there are things
We're
that
back
we need
And then-
to
Winter, right?
address.
You are actually at this point
We're in
you
the
are
sky.
probably closer to
Mirabar?
the closest city would probably, I mean, you're pretty close to what is commonly known as Icewind Dale right now.
Okay, so we're further north. Yeah.
But
'Cause this is old mountain.
let me see. Spine of the World. You haven't crossed the Spine of the World yet. So as you guys were heading up,
I've never been to the Spine of the World.
Is the spine of the world like a dragon?
no, it's actually a large mountain range that basically separates the Arctic
Wall of
North.
China.
Yeah.
Got it.
Pretty much.
You actually, let's see, Parnast is
Where my gnome mom was born.
Citadel
Your
Adbar.
gnome
Where's
there.
Parnast?
In the
Gnome mom. Is that where your gnome dad proposed to your gnome mom?
I guess somewhere.
Yeah, you're probably just about over Mirabar, but also you're pretty close to Luskin as well.
Luskin's mild stomping ground.
Those large enough towns that would have like.
Oh yeah, Luskin,
Sounds huge.
possibly Mirabar. Luskin is technically still on the Sword Coast. It's like the northernmost trading port for the Sword Coast. And then below that is Neverwinter.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go to Luskin?
Yeah.
It's a good trading village. I may have connections there to help us pawn off anything.
Would you be willing to take us to Luskin so we can rest and repair and
Of course.
perhaps find a place to store some of?
I'm afraid that I won't be able to get entirely close.
Understandable.
We could ride something down. Oh, you have boots now.
We need to figure out
Somebody
who's
has
getting
boots.
which
I can
magic
fly.
items. Yeah,
I have a spell.
that can be an off.
Very well.
Yeah.
I will tell my
Okay.
beloved, and he dissolves into mist. and heads back up the tunnel as well.
You got a girlfriend.
Yep. He's got an arcing stone.
My precious, take me. And then, like, you kind of feel this shift in the castle after a few moments, and almost as if like you guys have changed direction suddenly, and it starts heading towards Luskin. Or are you guys going Mirabar?
Yeah,
Luskin. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And
XP.
that is it, guys. That is the end of the Horde of the Dragon Queen. Congratulations. Well, I'll get to the XP. Just relax.
Gonna be an assassin.
This is like the
We completed season 1, guys.
Waiting for the XP to
That was
go
the
up.
season
Which means I need to read up on Rise of Tiamat next.
Snaps.
A lot more complicated.
Plot
Wow.
twist. She still gets
Spoiler alert. The rise.
I want to go find that black dragon.
I want.
What level are you guys right now?
7.
7.
Okay.
I'm probably slightly ahead of everyone. I'm at 30,040.
So, first things first, I'm giving you.
I'm at 30,065. Then again, I wasn't really like in the beginning.
You have more than I do.
I think I'm at 23,000.
I need Oga.
No, 30,372.
What the heck? I'm at 29. I must have miscalculated somewhere along the way.
I think you and I were probably.
Or did you miss?
Neck and neck.
Did you miss an encounter?
No.
You're at 29 even?
29,985.
Okay,
So I'm
so
like just
yeah,
slightly
yeah,
faster.
that.
Probably traps and character
Yeah,
experience.
I'm only like 500.
But I might get some character experience.
That's
on
true.
this session.
Mm-hmm.
Character experience.
Sorry, I messed up.
Season 1 finally was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Can't wait for season 2, episode 1.
Yeah. I have no diplomacy.
And then
I have no diplomacy.
technically,
Maybe you won't die so much this
Oh my
season.
gosh.
Smell the chainmail.
It's like the first freaking thing that happens
That is the
every fight.
coolest-
I die.
It's the coolest armor ever. You don't have to.
And I'm
Now I'm gonna be pretty much Frodo, and it's like get stabbed and like.
Fake
Oh
death.
wait, just kidding. I'm alive.
a total for convincing Blakothkas to help you,
Nice.
technically defeating the vampire, technically, and for beating the dragon is a total of 6,810 experience each.
Level 8.
Ding, Fresno.
Level 8.
Congratulations.
Do I get experience for my Lilith?
We gotta add another verse. To
Yes,
your
an extra
experience.
250 experience for your Lilith encounter. That is correct.
I'm on par with you guys.
And an extra 50 points to Lunirador for actually killing the dragon.
Cool.
Just
50, yep.
50. Yay!
Because I can't give you guys stuff for like getting killing blows, or else you're gonna start complaining about kill stealing.
Yeah.
And this is not League of Legends. This is Heroes of the Storm. You level up together.
We're League of Legends. I would steal all the kills.
Alright.
Okay.
Ability score improvement.
Dude,
So
that's-
we're actually we have one more thing tonight.
yes.
As the scene fades away, we go into the epilogue, and a dwarf steps through the halls
That got away.
and it closes the door. A couple of the cultists close the door behind him, and he steps up to it and strokes his beard a little bit and goes, "You called me Severin?" And Severin turns around. He is a lanky man. We won't go too much into his description because technically you guys don't know this too much. And he sighs warily and waves a hand at a treasure chest that magically appeared on his desk about 12 hours ago. And he says, "I'm afraid that Resmir is dead, Varem." And Varem huffs a little bit and he goes, "So we have to choose another one for the Black Dragon mask then." And Severin nods and waves his hand over the chest, and the top dissolves away. The magical traps that send it there kind of dissolving with it, and resting inside is a mask that has the countenance of a black dragon on it. And he picks it up and he goes, "Yes, but the rest of us are assembled. Let's begin phase 2. And that's where we'll end it tonight. Bum.
What did you say the dwarf's name was?
Verum.
I guess I wasn't there, so I probably shouldn't write that.
But that was.
You know his name though. Like if you remember the ranger, that was what you said. He was hunting down a dwarf named Verum the White.
Right, Verum the White. Oh, that guy.
Should I choose a feat or should I do an ability score improvement, guys?
Well, let's. We got a week or maybe 4 days, I guess. If we're gonna, are we cool to play Monday?
I could be a spell sniper.
And maybe.
I'm not sure if we're gonna start.
We're gonna be ready.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be ready for the Rise of Tiamat, and it's always fun to like take a break to kind of have that separation. But if we want to meet on Monday, Reese, would there be any possibility that you could come down? Maybe.
Yeah. Let me talk with my wife.
Okay. Because
you figured out what happened to her foot.
Oh yeah.
But I might be able to swing it.
Okay, if you can, that'd be great. Because I was going to say I have Betrayal at Baldur's Gate that we can play, which is a fun kind of everybody works together to find out what's going wrong, and then somebody turns out to be the traitor kind of board game. And I think that could be a fun break and everything. Cool. So,
does anybody else interested in that elven armor?
I think it makes the most sense for you to have it. I mean, it should be one of you two, but you don't.
But I don't get hit as much as you do,
really
and I've got 50.
You'll get that other.
I hide
Those ones are.
Because
he's always blabbing his mouth off
and he's
daggers at what happened.
That's probably why. Yeah.
We need to admit our resident. No, what seems the problem? He runs his mouth and he throws daggers at people.
What's your hit points?
45.
Yeah, and I just jumped to 50, so
that's
probably why. Oh, you haven't double level up yet?
I gotta jump as well.
So you'll be the same as me.
Well, and then that blue cloak, the Memphis spell resistance.
I'll just take that.
If there are
somebody witness this
right now, right?
What is that?
3.
I have 2 too.
Thank you. That was my hit die roll.
Well, what about the Luckstone?
Yeah. 3.
For your level, you didn't do it. Okay.
I've been getting really good rolls.
I'll probably just drop my Wand of Winter and keep my Staff of Fire then.
I've written down all the loot here, and then I guess
let's maybe email.
Yeah, we can do an
email conversation about divvying up the loot.
Oh, and I guess it goes without saying, you all get a long rest as well. This is the end of the story arc, so everybody can take a long rest.
We're resting in the castle.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Yeah, let's figure out magic items and loot and stuff. I'd say via email. Those boots would be really cool. So would those bracers. But maybe Thornok should take the bracers and then take the. You got that staff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and now the blue cloak
of the mace.
You'd be really good at thieving if you had winged boots.
Yeah. Although next level I'll be able to scale vertical surfaces. No, never mind.
I mean, Thornok having winged boots might be a consideration for him if you're planning on finding more dragons. Sure. Him just charging through the air.
Escape me.
Since winged orcs fly.
Yeah, I like it.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for playing Horde of the Dragon Queen with me.
That was fun.
I've had that book for a while, and
Brilliant.
Thanks for running the campaign. It was awesome.
Absolutely.
It's been my absolute privilege.
I'm so excited that I'm level 8.
I just don't know what to do.
Now, you guys, I just have a favor to ask of you all, that you be patient with me, as before every attack I try to stealth in and get my sneak attack, because then I do huge damage.
Mad damage.
Ari's just gonna kill things left and right for us.
No, I mean, it's really just one round, and if I have...
But if you crit...
Just like sneak up behind like 3 Duragar and you're just like...
So, if that works, with the Elven Chain, I go from 13 to 16 AC.
Yeah.
Nice. That's with the +1?
That's because it's another armor class entirely.
Right.
Plus the +1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the +2 plus
So regular chainmail's 15, and
it would be
+1
15.
16. Nice.
Yeah, when it said Elven Chainmail, I was just like, okay, maybe they can sell that or use it for a residuum. And I should point out that you now have plenty of money for any magic items that you may want to put money into. And we'll talk about that too, because there may be a time gap in there as you guys kind of have been
get to town.
Get to town,
get our
stuff.
Recently acquired castle renovated.
Yeah, we could invest. We could invest some money and turn it into a nice property.
Land. We can fix and flip this.
Let's buy that farmland from
this castle. Middle of the Bog edition.
Let's just buy that farmland.
Oh, you mean that castle?
Location.
Oh, I thought you meant Skyreach Castle.
No, I'm teasing.
The one that's got the, I don't think the Cloud Giant would let us keep.
No.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
The one we pseudo stole from the.
That we hung the broken spears over the.
Yeah.
Oh, here's somebody's.
It's squatter's rights.
It's humble, but we are only level 8. I think it's a nice beginner castle.
Squatter's rights all the way.
It's a nice starter castle.
All right, well, thanks everybody for joining us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Reese, as usual. Good to have you.
Kind of like a relief to make it through that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, we did it. We made it.
Have a good night, you guys.
Okay,
See ya.
Ciao for now.
Bye.
Ciao. Ciao, Bella.
I'm really gonna have to play around with my ability scores and see what it does.
Right.
And I'm gonna change it like 10 times before we actually play next.
Is your intelligence max?
No, I don't think so, but I was thinking about maxing it out.
Okay.
My arcane is a plus 10, which I think you can only go. Is it plus 20 or plus 10? I can't remember.
I can't remember what it is.
I think.